already died.
Live in my dreams, my mind is filled with voices and screams. My head it fills as thought it will burst. When I try to be happier it hurts the worst. I try to be silent and sit in the dark, but my brain just shorts and continues to spark. The fire and lights consumes all I can see. My mind is a prison and I will never be free. And I will never be free. I will never be free. Oh, what I would not do to live in my dreams. My mind is filled with voices and screams. My head it feels as thought it will burst. When I try to be happier it hurts the worst. The worst, the worst. I try to be silent and sit in the dark, but my brain just shorts and continues to spark. Consumes all I can see. My mind is a prison and I will never be free. It's like hell's only in my head. Most time it flares up, I wish I was dead. The things they say make no sense. I can be completely alone yet feel so tense. I used to be loud and crazy. Now I am sad and lazy. Why cannot my mind be? 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 And I will never be free. And I will never be free. Oh, I will not do to live in my dreams. My mind is filled with voices and screams. My head it feels as thought it will burst. When I try to be happier it hurts the worst. The worst, the worst. Death always comes and knocks on your door. Life lasts long enough forevermore. A cold shiver on the spine, more green on a maple vine. A deep feeling in the depth of your heart, a longing wish for a fresh start. Till little Miss Reaper creeps out of the dark. She means no harm but doses your spark. She comes in peace and comes with love. A buried kiss is from heaven above. She feels alone as we all run away. I pray for her soul every day. I long for a warm embrace. I wish she knew how much I chase. I do not wish for myself to die, but saying I do not love her would be a lie. Being without her reaches down and shatters my soul. Without my little Miss Reaper, I will never be whole. I could toil through this short wisp of a life, or take the little Miss Reaper to be my wife. She comes in peace and comes with love. wife.
Toil through the shortness of a life, or take the little Miss Reaper to be my wife.
In the blackest of hours, she crawls from the grave. A crown and a bow, a smile to the brave. A laughter like echoes from deep underground. She hums with the words in silence profound. Her touch and corrosion, a plague on my skin. She feasts on the rot that festers within. Her eyes empty voids that swallow light. She drags me to realms that cracked the glass and stole our sleep. In spring's first wild unholy glare, we gasped for breath in poisoned air. We dreamed of futures bound in chains, of whispers clawing through our veins. But the world grew brutal, hard as steel. It lit through bone and forced us kneel. We plunged through stars like broken glass, through trails of smoke, through fields of ash. We thought the night could not betray, but darkness feeds and light decays. We feared that hollowness that screamed and roars from shadows slid through trees in spring's blind blaze, fierce and insane. We slid beneath and breathed in flames. We fell, we bled, we swore, we cried. Past worlds where even hope had died. But secrets fester, dark and cold. We burned like kindling, sold our souls. We feared an endless empty moan that swallowed glass and split the lawn of stars. In spring's first cursed rebirth, we sank to dust without. Here in my chamber, veiled in despair, my senses awaken in the stifling air. Shadows devour, no need for sight. The whispers of silence, my solace tonight. My beloved lies still, so pale in her grace, an angel of dusk in the shadowed embrace. Her essence drifts far where dark visions creep, her soul wandering realms that bleed as they weep. The scent of her perfume, wilted, decayed, like flowers on tombs where the faithful once prayed. Her breath is a hymn, haunting and slow. Her fragile cadence of a world letting go. The taste of her lips like wine turned to ash. Her touch like a ghost, cold fleeting flash. Yet still I am drawn, my hunger ignites. Our union transcending these mortal delights. Oh, what a dream, this macabre duet. In shadows eternal, our fate has been set. The reason I linger in this mortal strife is now carved in darkness to love my dark wife. scent of her perfume, wilted, decayed, like flowers on tombs where the faithful once prayed. Her breath is a hymn, haunting and slow, a fragile cadence of a world letting go. The taste of her lips like wine turned to ash, her touch like a ghost, cold fleeting a flash. Yet still I am drawn, my hunger ignites, our union transcending these mortal delights. The taste of her lips like wine turned to ash, her touch like a ghost, cold fleeting a flash. Yet still I am drawn, my hunger ignites, our union transcending these mortal delights. Wail that shook the skies. In her coffin, cold and still, she heard his sobs and made her will. To hell with heaven, I'll break its chains and soothe the heart that love sustains. Command, but she fled the light for the mortal land. Banned from paradise, cast to the night, she wanders the dark, a painful sight. At a grave, her lover wept alone. The chill of death turned flesh to bone. My love, I've returned, she whispered low, her voice like frost, her eyes aglow. Can this be? You're bound to the tomb. I defied the stars and their cruel doom. I've come to mend the break in your heart, though heaven and I are torn apart. Tears streaked his face, his voice was weak. Am I mad to hear the dead speak? She touched his hand, cold as stone. I cannot leave you to grieve alone. I'll bear God's wrath if it means I walk this shadowed path. We'll dwell in the dark where no light shines, bound forever by love's cruel vines. They stalk the streets, hand in hand, invisible shades in a haunted land. Did she return to console his soul, or drag him down to a deeper hole? Mattered not to him. His world was shadowed, cold and grim. His joy was pain, his sanity lost. Their love eternal, but at what cost? In life or death, in heaven or hell, no mortal tongue their fate could tell. Together they roamed, unbound by grace, two cursed spirits in love's embrace. 'Cause 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 made of loneliness, no one died. I never sought to fit their mold, nor tame the fury my heart could hold. My life dissolves in solutions grim, a hollow stage my light grows dim. Their frozen smiles, their gawking eyes reflect the ink I can't disguise. I march with art both raw and grim, feeling most yet drawing in. A few bright eyes that dare to stay, though my addiction swept the floor away. I reach for flames, they scorch my hair, until I fell on blue so red. The perfect roses but strangely free, all in one, much like me. Just of death's cruel play, I laughed aloud, it was April Fool's Day. A skull-shaped bud began to weep, its cry a child's wrath dark and deep. The air was thick with who I am, the scent of red flowers, sweet and dark. Above a crucifix split the sky, and darkness fell